been a while. I figured I'd give an update from my garage. Been very busy since August. Kind of ridiculously busy, but things have gotten back to normal now, which is great. I did just make some upgrades to the garage and very excited about it. Got a new floor to work on. Garage Kings came and put a, it was called polyaspartic coating on the floor, and it just took it to the next level. Even did the stairs. It's great. So I took the opportunity to pull all the tools and everything out, reorganize. Yeah, I know, I need a new garage door. That's gonna happen soon. But so here's the next project. Heidi's all done. She's all set, all squared away. All the bugs are pretty much worked out of it. And I don't know, I think 2,500 miles on it this summer. No issues. She runs great. Love the way it turned out. I just kind of wiped her down and made it look pretty for the video here. But so that's a project that's completed. And here's the next one. Mr. Ducati. This one's going to be hopefully not as bad as the BMW. This one needed pretty much everything. Everything you could possibly think of. And I complicated matters by making a lot of little modifications to improve it, obviously with the suspension and the frame modifications and et cetera, et cetera. But this one is pretty much going to be a stock rebuild for the most part. I may make some small upgrades as far as just livability, maybe do some suspension mods, but just basic, really basic stuff like maybe race tech fork valves and that type of thing. But it's going to be just a showpiece. That well, not a showpiece, but just a stock rebuild, restoration. As nice as I can make it without going nuts. I'm not gonna try and, well, I'm gonna try not to sink a bunch of money into this one. But it doesn't need as much work, I don't think, as the BMW. That thing was clapped out in every possible way. But what I'm gonna start by doing is just taking it apart, taking stock, taking inventory, what it needs. The engine is hurt, it leaks. The case, unfortunately, is cracked. I did find a OEM case, amazingly, on eBay, brand new, for a pretty good price. So I picked that up a few months ago. It's been sitting in my house. And I'm gonna reevaluate it when I pull it apart and decide whether or not I actually just want to repair and weld the case at the bottom of this, because it's really not in a critical area. I may just have it TIG welded and just reuse it, because it'd be nice to have the original case. But the stock cases are a wear item if they're beat on. They do actually wear out. But this doesn't have a lot of miles on it, and most of these things don't really get beat on properly. It's only got 15,000 miles on it, which is very low for this year. It's a 2002. Obviously somebody painted it. It did an okay job. It's been a long time since it's been painted, and it's got some, well, it's got one little ding here, which that'll be easy to fix, but a lot of scratch. It's just ugly. The colors are ugly. It's damaged. It's got this cracking happening here on the fairing. But thankfully it's all OEM fairings, which is wonderful. So it's gonna get all fresh paint. Originally it was yellow. It's not gonna be yellow again. It just needs a lot of love. Everything's gonna need to be, you know, tuned up a little bit. Go ahead and pull the fairings off so you can see what's underneath. So here's a better look at it after I got the fairings off here. You can see quite a bit more. Probably the most concerning aspect of this bike is just the water damage that it's had. I think it's set out in the rain maybe for a while. The throttle bodies, this one's not terrible. That one, well, I already sprayed some WD-40 down there. That's why it looks wet, but ugly. You turn the throttle and it doesn't really want to retract. I'm not sure if it's the throttle body plates or just the cable. It might be the cable, but it's not concerning. But just the water damage. I'm not sure how much internal damage is in the engine, but we'll find out. Amazingly, all the really hard to restore parts are in pretty good shape, which is awesome. It's one of the reasons I bought the bike. Like the triple clamp, this would be really hard to get back to this factory finish. And it looks like nobody's ever had a wrench on the fork caps, which is awesome. Or if they did, they actually did it properly to not damage them. But there's just a lot of really weathered parts that just need changing. The levers are aftermarket. These are like CRGs, I think, which actually were pretty nice when they were new. But I'll probably just put OEM ones back on it. I'm lucky that it had quick disconnect fittings on it. Not sure if these are... This one looks like it's factory. This one does not look factory. Definitely not a factory hose clamp there. So maybe this one was damaged and they replaced it, or maybe it was leaking. But that's really nice. I can just clean them up and maybe change the clamp on that one to a good one. But in overall shape, overall condition, it's pretty nice. You know, all the rubber soft parts are going to need to be fixed up a little bit, repaired, replaced. The foam here on the gauges, not sure what the heck happened here. It's like it was burnt or something, but it's weird. You can get these, replace them. And down here, again, it doesn't look like it was hacked up too much. Probably the most worrisome part about this whole restoration is, or are these bolts here. This is the rear swing arm bolt that goes through the swing arm, this guy, and through bushings or bearings, and also through the rear part of the engine case and out the other side. It's a big, huge bolt, and it's actually a scheduled service item to be pulled out, greased, and reinstalled, and nobody does it. So oftentimes those are practically welded in there with rust because it just collects moisture and there's a lot of strain on them from riding it, and they get just seized in there. So I've heard horror stories about getting them out, as well as the shock pivot bolts and the upper case. I don't think this one's as bad, this upper bolt. So I went ahead and sprayed everything down with WD-40. I should probably use penetrating fluid, I guess. Maybe I'll spray some of that on there too. And I'm just gonna let it sit. I don't plan on probably taking this off for at least days or weeks, so I'm just gonna let that soak for a long time. And with any luck, it won't battle me too hard. But otherwise, these things are really designed to be worked on. It's, you know, they're not known for ultra reliability back then, but they were designed really carefully to be worked on, which is nice. They're just beautiful to put your hands on. They're just really nice bikes. And you know, there's a lot of modifications that you can do to up the reliability. Some of the wiring is undersized. Where is it? I think one of the charging wires. Is undersized. Might be this one. So it's pretty popular to replace that with a heavy duty unit, and that's just doing that as a big upgrade. And these can be made to be pretty solid bikes. So that's my goal. Just take it apart, clean it up, restore it, make it solid, make it just a fun weekend cruiser. I don't have huge plans with it. Maybe I'll do a track day or two. And that's it. The exhaust is actually really nice. It's in beautiful shape. It's just ugly and weathered. So I may see what I can do here with maybe wire brush, steel brush. I'm going to disassemble it, pop the rivets all out, take the carbon fiber out, put a fresh coat of clear coat on that. Maybe I'll have all the pipes vapor blasted. That makes it look really nice. All the carbon fiber on it is OEM factory Ducati option carbon fiber, which is great. It's really high quality. These rear huggers are very hard to find, and if you do, they're usually damaged or cracked. And this one's perfect. It's just faded. So somebody, I think at first cared about it a lot, and then maybe it was sold and just stuck under a barn or something. I don't know. So that's pretty much it for now. I'll keep taking it apart, and you'll see the progress as it goes along. Alrighty.